So we're live from the replay now. Timeline. And okay. Oh, it's not ready yet. That. This down. Okay, we are now live. We're all the way live. I'm going to share it to your page.
Great.
Okay. All right. There we go. Share it to your page.
Awesome.
Oh, it doesn't. You don't allow people to share it to your page. You'll have to go. You have a restriction. I can't share it to your page. So I got a better idea. I can go in and let me edit it. All right.
And tag me.
Yeah, I'm going to edit and tag you.
Perfect.
Hang on. What's it doing? And then that's not what I'm looking for.
I can go from here.
No. In my broadcast. I don't want to end my broadcast. What the hell am I doing?
Hello, Jennifer.
Wait a minute. Edit post. Edit post. Let's see. I might have to do it from the phone.
I am doing it myself.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yes.
So I need to get out of this. All right, we're still on. Okay, we're still on. Let me see. Make sure.
All right. Yes. Oops. Can you hear the music?
Yeah. Okay, we got 6 people in the house. We got Jill Nicholas. We got Jennifer Hawley, who's going to come on at 9 o'clock. Pamela Wynotch is in. Lori English is here. We'll be seeing Lori soon. All right, so let me share it. Jennifer said you're going to do hers soon. I think Monday or something.
Yes, I want to invite all the girls that I'm seeing here that I did DaVinci activation. I want to invite you, maybe even tonight, one of you to just come and share a little bit of your experience, whatever you feel comfortable. So we can have a different point of view, because it's so personal. It cannot be generalized. There are general kind of a formula or rules of co-creation creates that I have shared with all of you. But the personal experience, it's way more powerful. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it's only a knowledge without experience. I will use a dirty word. It's kind of a masturbation.
We got 10 people in the house.
Oops. Okay. I'm gonna... See, I'm gonna change the music, which is something more exciting.
Do the oof, 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 oof.
Oof, oof, oof. Okay. shake the mind.
Shake the mind, heart, and ass.
Yes, I have somebody gave me a sign. You saw it in DaVinci Spiral Garden. Free your mind and your ass will follow.
That was
So,
my post. I posted that.
You did?
George Clinton. Yeah, that was George Clinton. George Clinton. Free your mind and your ass will follow.
Yeah, I have it in the spiral as a sign.
Yeah, I saw that in the spiral out there.
Yeah.
In the
So
garden.
as we shake the mind, woo. Shake it,
We're gonna
shake it.
Got 11 people in the house.
Yay! So if some of you want to share, just text start and he will get you into the studio.
I don't know if we can do that yet. I'm gonna have to. Let's get a little bit further.
Okay, you will tell me.
If we can't do it, we'll start it next week.
Okay.
And we'll get him on to commit before the show. You know. All right. Okay, I got 13 people in the house. Jody Saucer, Laura Wright's here, Geraldine. Donna Davin's here, Annie Cooper's here. Thank you for the nice note, Anna. Everything's cool. Jennifer Holly says she's here to shake her mind, heart, and ass. All right.
Yay.
Annie Weberly's here. Thank you, Annie, for all your support. And Kara's here. All right. All right, let's kill the music.
I am killing it. Okay.
Okay. So this is welcome everybody. We've got 17 people in the house. If these shows resonate with you, please share. And welcome to Soul Speaks 5D. I'm Todd Medina. This is our Soulology platform. This is the beautiful goddess Yvette DaVinci of the DaVinci Spiral and Tanza meditation. Right?
Yep.
Hey, how you doing, Yvette?
I am fantastic. And I hope we're gonna talk about the big boom shift shebang that is happening.
That is hang on, let me answer this. That's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to at least for part of the show, then we get into the piece that you did. So let me get this cleared. Okay. Yvonne McKnight's here. Thank you for all your, hey, I love your Mandelas, Levon. Lori Hartman's here. Thank you for your support. Michael Runyon. Yeah. Keith, my friend Keith Blanchard, we got to get together and do another show. Michael David Martin, my homeboy's here. He's in the house. Tamara Hancock's in the house. How you doing? So, love the background, young Medina. It's very colorful behind both of you. All right. And there is a divine goddess in the house, and her name is Morgan Lee.
Woohoo!
I don't know what to say about that.
Just being all.
You have no idea what I've been through the last few days. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about, I guess it all, we had the moon and then the equinox and then the other full moon, Easter, and it all aligned energetically as I understand it. Thank God I have a good divine conscious partner. That's what my name for her is now, divine conscious partner. So yeah, because she explained that everything aligned on that full moon, all the stuff aligned, and then it takes us 1 to 5 days for the brain to catch up, which mine's been catching up for the last couple of days, and it kind of blew up last night. I had some itty bitty, grimy, dirty in the corners, like dirt in your fingernails. I had to get out, and they came out. And today's just been one thing after another. So more clarity. There seemed to be. Let's start with that. Did you go through anything like that in your world over the last 3 or 4 days?
Oh yes. Oh yes. And
what did that look?
I did a little video just an hour before, was not expected, and hear the wind, it's crazy. And what I suspect, what is happening outside is just only reflecting what is going within us, in our own universe. As we align, we project the alignment. That's my suspicion.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I had that happen to me today. So I started getting it all out and the brain catching up, and the wind was just like going, whoo, whoo, whoo. We and Kismet were on the back porch. And then once I went through it, I have to speak it, right? I have to speak it out, what happened, we're talking about it. And then when I got to the end, and I was through, everything just died. The wind died. It got really quiet. All the little thingamajigs, the wind chimes all stopped, and the birds were cheeping and chirping and all that. Yeah, so you're right. It does. It does. And, I see that too also after there's seems to be a lot of shifting. I've been watching this for about a year. Well, since last summer when Morgan came, I noticed that after every time something happened, there was a rain. It would cleanse everything,
Yes.
So did you have did you get visited by any unexpected and or old shadows?
Yes. And I celebrate them. I start to celebrate them because it's going, the wind, the change, and this is what is. I did the numerology of today as I was, what I want to share tonight. Finally, I can talk about the new human being DaVinci spiral chart.
Okay.
And this will be more discussion, but it's activated me. So, have I been visited? Yes. We've been visited all the time. It's about that you say the clarity to see things. They have been always here.
Yeah.
And it's like the temple that we entering our own temple with a light of awareness. We go to each and every corner, dark corner, and the little ghosts are coming out.
Uh-huh. Yeah, man. Yeah. I thought I was pretty clear. And you know what? Here's my follow-up to that. I have had experience, quite a bit of experience, not just in this life, but past lives with the whole reptilian energy. And I was visited by the reptilian energy last night and today, and kind of went through this whole thing, saw it all's energy, saw what was happening, and then kind of had this thing go down with Mother Goddess at the end, where she came in and she kind of cleaned everything up. That's some good advice, and I'm not going to say why Morgan's giving it. You might be able to figure it out. She says would be very cool not to project at this time.
I just want to suggest something about the reptilians, because they're part of this collective, the way I understood it. They're part of our collective unconscious, and they are kind of the dirt that we've been grown. And I always watch myself. The negativity, it's not the negative stuff, but the way we see things from the negative eyes. So everything that we are presented to, it's part of us to be integrated within us. And as reptilians, as Trump, as all this dark, bad entity, or whatever we have called them, they're there to be integrated. For me, this is what worked for me. I don't know, just suggestion.
No. I think that's very true. It's the same thing Morgan said. Morgan said, you don't get rid of it. We are the universe. We own this. It's part of us. So when I say, I'm just saying that in this transition at this time, there was some talk. There was a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk for a couple of years, slowly building up. This is what was going on, reptilian interference, blah, 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 and all the history. And then there was a lot of talk last month and the month before about how in the physical world, reptilian warlords were, the hierarchy was captured and taken to where they need to go to heal and this and that, all this stuff. And so one of the things that I got today from the Mother Goddess was she was telling me, she said that capacity hasn't had the ability to love, and that they are observing and learning from what we're doing by being the divine human soul and being that love,
Wow.
So, so in other words, you're saying, like everything else, you can't divorce yourself from any aspect of the universe. And in this transition, the most important thing to me, that's just you gave your thing. Mine is that you have to own all the aspects of your human self. Because I think over the last, 2 years, slowly but surely, people, different rates, pulling in all their multidimensional aspects. But now we got to the point where we got to pull in these human aspects, and that's the shadow. That's the stuff that we don't want to be associated with, that is within ourselves. And when we release that or accept it and allow it, then it also externalizes in our life, in terms of helping the universe get in order, in a more perfect order, or whatever this is we're doing. Hello, everybody. So many messages coming in. Can't say hi to everybody. But I do want to say hi to Verna Dowling.
Yes.
Say hi to Verna Dowling. Hey, Toddy and Peter Cole. Diane Richards, thank you for the donation. And also Karen Starr and John Ravenwolf Bailey, and 2 or 3 that I forgot, but I'll send you a message. And also want to thank the DaVinci Spiral, because the DaVinci Spiral relationship has become one of the larger donators. I don't think that's the right word. The work that Zavetta's getting from the Sology crowd, she sends us a split, and we got a nice one this week, which was a couple $100. And I really want to just say thank you for that, Zavetta, and thank you for being true.
It's my absolute pleasure to share this. It's a sharing. One more thing, as you were saying, what did it come up? Actually, from a couple of days, I started the allergies. I never had such a severe blast of energy. And today I was pondering about this. And I went online and read quite a few things that resonate with me. And it's the allergy is the frustration. Somebody that frustrates you. And I have to admit, I'm not an angel yet. I have situations where I go and project darker part of me. And a couple of days ago, I had a very intense encounter with another human being that shook me. And yesterday I was kind of shut completely. And today the allergies, they came. And when I read that, it reminded me only that it's, again, something from my dark corners. And I had to do little, just before the show, I did a little tune in, and I've been running the whole day. My nose could not stop running. And the moment I did it, it just deceived. Because we always look, especially allergies. So many people are talking about allergic, but actually we are allergic to people or situation that we are not allowing ourselves to express it in a healthy way. So the allergies are becoming more and more, and we have more excuses outside. So if you're in any allergic situation, I really recommend see who are you caring. Yeah, just
see who it is, see what it is.
So see who it's irritating you, frustrating you, and heal that part or work with that part. And it's a part that we push from inside out.
Yeah, and okay, so a couple of points. One is Kelly McBain, our friend, said last weekend I had a mini dark night out of nowhere. Today I'm catapulted so high again. Energy has been massive, and it has been massive. And the other thing I was going to say, what you're talking about, which I just learned this, I just embodied this less than an hour ago. So I had something happen to me last night in my typical wild fashion. And but I snapped through it real quick. And the reason I was able to do that is because I got up this morning and Morgan said, hit these issues. This is what we knew. What the issue was. She said, answer these questions. And I'm just going to talk about it. Mine involved a fear of intimacy, right? So the questions were like, what do you resist about intimacy? What do you like about intimacy? What is your judgment of intimacy? And I started answering these questions, right? And it was like each time I said it didn't get fully embodied in me, but almost. And then once I went through it, the Mother Goddess stepped in and just like shined this light on me, and I knew I was cleaning that reptilian. And when I say reptilian or anything, it's the same energy as she's taught me, but it has a certain connotation, and we transform that connotation. That's what we're doing. We transform it back to pure love. And so I did that. And then right after that, I asked the Mother Goddess, I said, am I clear on this stuff? Or do I need to do some more invocations? And she answered me by somebody sent me a text. And the text brought up this energy, and I felt it in my body. I was like, what is this? And then another message of the text did it more, and I stopped the phone, and I was like, I'm going to call Morgan. I called Morgan back, and I was like, okay, I feel that energy. I feel it, what it does to me. Like, for instance, if you run into somebody you don't like or they upset you, you might constrict, your muscles constrict. I had this sensation in my stomach, right? And so I just looked at it and I said, okay, well, then this is what it is. It's this energy. And yeah. And she said, now you're consciously aware of it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And this is how it works. And and then as I was explaining it, it just all lifted. It all cleared, so we're gonna get her on here very soon. We have a big announcement coming next week, which I won't talk about yet, but I'm gonna get her to get on here and talk about energy. She's been working this stuff for almost 20 years, and she's kind of.
I resonate with her body work, with that's what I believe it's happening with all of us, feeling this energy in the body, and her work is amazing. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll get her on here and do some shows very soon. Some more shows, talk about energy, because it is all energy. And that's one thing that I got. And again, working with her and then some of the stuff I was doing on my own over the previous couple of days, and I could actually see the energy. These are things that I personally, and I'm sure a lot of other people, empaths, whatever you want to call it, could actually feel the energy, but we didn't really know. It wasn't mastered. It wasn't like, and now, I'm starting to see where I can kind of utilize my. She always makes me blush. Okay. She says I might come on, Mr. Medina, if you give me a kiss on the cheek. Well, I'd rather give one on the lips, but okay. But start to see the magic that can occur as you're forming this energy or equalizing this energy. Now, give me an example, and then I'm going to get back to turning it over to you, and we'll get on this thing. So we're here thanks to Kismet Majeski, our sister. She has provided a basement here for Sology to lease, and we are becoming more and more self-sufficient every day. And so I'm in this basement. It had a lot of cleaning to be done, and there was a lot of energy. And I came out of this conversation with Morgan, and I got more clarity. I walk into the basement, but I didn't know what to do. I was like sitting there, and there's a whole lot of stuff that needs to be done. Which one do I do first? And something told me, just put your hands up. Put your hands up. I put my hands up, and I start to feel the energy. I could literally see my energy shooting out of my fingers and my palms, and I'm going around, and this is all clear, this is all clear, this is all clear. Now, I've been down there cleaning and organizing, and I felt some dark energy, what I would call reptilian presence, okay, in this realm. It's where that term would apply, is the way I look at it. And so I was moving around, and because I'd been in there organizing and cleaning, I knew there was an effect, and I won't go into all the details. I knew there was some darkness, and the darkness, I was kind of talking to it, working with it. Well, so much light was being raised, it all came down to this little corner of the basement, and I got there, and I felt this thing. And I was like, whoa, okay, there you are. And I could literally see that energy like in the corner, trying to find the darkest place, the most inconspicuous place to kind of hang out. Now I'm back in there doing this, and I put my hands there. And then once I realized what it was, I just put my hands out, like, to the side. And I said, come into my heart. You're safe. You can raise your vibration. Come into my heart. Came into my heart. I took a step back, and that little closet area that it was in, all I could see was like this golden white channel of light, and I knew that it had gone into the light,
Yes.
And so it's pretty cool. So so you got you got anything to add to that?
Just want to say something too. As we become more sensitive, the energy is always been here. We are the one that are opening to this energy. As we crack open the heart, where's the real love relationship? It's the bigger alchemy. It's like the furnace that we burn within to crack us open, to become available, and then we see it's always been here. He has always been here. Yeah,
it's always there. Well, what I really caught, and she's been telling me this for 2.5 years, and what I really caught was that it's all energy. Every single thing is the energy. So then you start to recognize the energy. Then you start to move the energy or integrate with the energy or whatever applies to that particular energy. So I don't know. It's I'm learning, and that's why we do these shows, so we can all be activated and learn from each other. And if these shows resonate, please share. So would you like to add anything to that? Or would you like to go
today,
into?
I am so excited. I'm so excited because we're gonna talk exactly more what is happening for the people that are finding themselves in a very challenging situation. I like practicality. I like to bring that spirituality and anchor it and balancing, because we are already spiritual, and we've been one way, another way. I feel now we are coming to embody the spirit and bring it through our physicality.
Yeah.
And this is what the spiral, it's constantly beckoning me or showing me the interaction between the four elements and their balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and if you think about it, and let's just say you're dealing, it could be looked at two ways. If you're dealing with something on the external, let's say the global, or say your family environment, and you hold this in your head of, hey, that family member is not me. I'm not like them. Or if you hold it, say, to a political party or a political figure, be it Trump or Clinton, and you say that person's not me. Well, you're creating an imbalance right there, and that imbalance can be on the outside of you or the inside, because they're just mirrors of each other. You know what I mean? So I think that's
Yeah.
a really good point. I'm so excited now that what I'm seeing is I'm seeing that every day, as I've been taught to, but never did, is wake up and welcome, like you said, you welcome that discomfort. So you welcome and you
Yes.
bring it
Yes.
in. You own it. It's all you. Every bit of it's you, right? Yeah.
And then you get excited. I
Yeah.
want to add this. You have headache, you get excited. You
Hmm.
break your leg, you get excited. And it sounds very crazy, but your
Somebody.
excitement, yeah. Uh, do you want to
I was
say
gonna.
something?
Well, I was gonna say, another example. Somebody attacks you. You get excited. Something's being shown to you. Something's being shown to you. Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
Are you
I'm
are you
just
referring
thinking.
to are you referring to anything in particular?
Yes, I'm referring to a very funny Bulgarian joke.
Oh, what is it? You want to tell us what it is? Tell us what it is. Don't leave us here.
Oh, it's a little. Okay. A woman comes home. I'm gonna do it in the fast version because Lori, she's watching me and she's gonna roll her eyes. Oh boy. She comes home and she's little disturbed, and the husband say, wife, where have you been? And she say, do you know somebody chased me and they raped me? And he just say, go eat a lemon and go to bed. She say, okay. All right. So next couple of days again, she come more disturbed, like her makeup, my clothes. Wife, where have you been? What's happened now? Oh, this time they were two men. They're chasing me and they raped me. He looked at her and said, go eat two lemons, go to sleep.
Hmm.
Okay. Third time, she hardly walk, and he said, what's now? Oh, there were so many. And he said, a pound of lemon and go to bed. And
Hmm.
say, okay, you're not frustrated with me. You didn't say anything, but why I have to eat these lemons? He
What
said,
did she say?
because I cannot look at your happy face.
That must be some type of
It's a
that's a
crazy Bulgarian humor. Okay.
so okay, so you have the picture of what spiraled today. And for those of you who are new, because we do have some new people on here, we got 41 people in the house, and thank you all for showing up. If these shows resonate, please share. We're also going to have a show, by the way, in about 45 minutes following this show with Jennifer Hawley. I'll talk about that at the end of the show. But Zavetta does what she calls the DaVinci spiral, something given to her in communion over 2 or 3 years. It's a very powerful thing. She can just explain, as she goes, more about it, as she always does. And I also want to just say again, this is the beginning of a template that I've been trying to put together, and Zavetta's really the first one that stepped up with it. And that is, we have partners. They're part of the Sology family. They offer products or they offer services, and the house gets a little split to keep this thing going. We still got a lot of we got a lot of basement to clear and a lot of stuff to build out and put in a real full-blown professional Ascension studio. And so I want to thank you again for the splits that you've given us. So you guys, anytime anybody gets a session in a DaVinci spiral with Zavetta, Sology does get a little piece of it. And again, thank you for that. Okay.
Yes.
So
Thank you. Okay.
What you got?
I'm just going to explain it very briefly. I don't want to bore the people that listened before. And I'm going to start a conversation. We cannot finish it tonight. It's a
no.
big conversation.
What? Yeah, that's fine. But it also, I think, in just telling about it, it explains what it is. So, what is this spiral of? Is it of a person?
No, that's a spiral of the new humanity. I'm going to show it here just briefly. Each spiral that I generate, it's on the base of your birthday. Mm-hmm. And then the actual spiral, the reading came 4 years ago together with Spiral Garden that is at Scranberry Coop in New Jersey. Their replica, a garden that you can walk. It's a blueprint of a spiral, how creation creates. And all the teachings that I have learned throughout 4 continents, every teaching that I put on top of this, how to say, blueprint that I received, it matched perfectly on the spiral. Each person has a very different spiral, but all it is, what you see, the colors are the interaction between elements. Numbers, astrology, elements, I put intuitive work. There's so much work in this. I cannot even tell you. And constantly, every day, I'm receiving new inspiration, information. So that's why I call it DaVinci Spiral Talk. Because there's so much more. So finally, I've been mulling over this, how to do it, what it is. Finally, I can say it with confidence. I have generated our collective spiral that I want to start today with. And I received a lot of confirmations on and just confirmation of my intuition. And I starting the December 21st, 2012, where we were reset. Somehow from 2000, I start to be drawn to the 2012, the minor. I have bought and read almost everything that it's there for 2012, and I was like obsessed. Something was drawing me. And then the year passed for me was extremely eventful. It checked me through the bottom of my being, and this was my own personal reset.
Right.
From now, I can be very confident. I'm trusting more. And our journey is what I'm finding more and more. It's about the confidence, building the confidence for the way we feel and what we already know. That's kind of the essence of this, the confidence that we are, okay, this is what we are building here. The confirmation. So Todd, your talks and every person that you bring out, and I'm sure this resonates with a lot of people. We're just confirming, yes, this is right. Yes, this is right. Everything that resonates, it's your own truth.
Yeah.
So, according to,
and this one is all humanity, right?
This is the new human being.
Ah, this is good.
Wow, I'm very stirred from this. I'm very moved today. I wrote a lot about this. I've kind of wrote and channel and felt it, and it felt so right. So I'm going to show it to you. So this talk, they will help a lot of people that have done already the activation with me, because I'm going to go through the elements and how this, if you haven't done this, if you're drawn to this, I can work. And if you don't have the amount, I can work it on payments with you. Yeah. As many people are touched by this, it's better. It will activate you. It will bring so much clarity. Only if you're drawn, if it talks to you, it's for you. Mm-hmm. So you will not understand the whole things because it's a very personal. I can talk about generally about our collective consciousness, where it is right now. And in the same time, I'm going to explain when you do your chart, what's going on with you personally. Shall I show the chart here? Or how shall we do it?
Yeah, I can't pull it up on this one. It's not letting me do it. There's something wrong with it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to show it. No problem. Maybe it's not ready to be shown. I'm just going to put it here. So there are channels that are of the 4 elements that are crossing this spiral. Okay. And then there are backgrounds. Now, humanity right now, I'm going to just put it, we are 6 years of age, and it started December 2017.
Mm-hmm. 217 or 212?
217. No, 212, it's here, the born. We are born here.
Right.
So we are 6 years, 5 years old. We are 5 years old and a couple of months. Mm-hmm. We are here in this area. And I will explain what it means. It means that we are in the learning stage of the air, activated by the fire channel. I just have to look where I'm showing. Activated by the fire channel.
Yeah.
So fire moving into air, already challenge. And then we have the earth. Last year, from 2016 to 2017, December, we were in the fire. And if you go back as collectively, will make a lot of sense. 2012, everybody was talking, but it passed in a way, didn't make a big boom yet, because was a very grounding experience. So the earth is green, yellow it's air, fire it's red, and blue is the water, basics. So basic interaction with the element and what we know how how they interact. So we have Earth. In Earth, it's birthing experience. And then we have a pose. This is the pose.
Now,
So I'm gonna back.
what year is
Yeah.
that? You're talking about
This is 2012 to 2013. 2013, 2014. So 2014 was it's a beginning of a 9 years. So this is a one stage.
So
what's yeah.
So you've got it. What is it? What is this? These letters A, T, R.
Air.
Okay, that's air. Okay.
Air.
So
Yeah.
where is 2018? This is all humanity.
Yes.
What does that look like? What does it look like?
So it's from December 2017 to December 2018. It's green.
Mm-hmm.
It's earth, air, and fire. So last year,
do those colors have any connection as far as the DaVinci spiral goes? Do they have a connection like the red? Is that connected to the root?
The red is connected with the fire element.
Okay.
The yellow is the air element. Green is the earth element, and water it's blue. Water it's blue. So it's a basic. It's first impression. It's an energetic interaction between the elements where we can start to read the backgrounds. So we are right now in the learning stage. We are babies. We are 5 years old on the playground. And if some of you have hear Crayon talking, Crayon, he channels, it's like whatever this is telling me, it's like confirmation.
So as a one of the collective human souls that share something on this spiral, what energies do we have around us at the moment?
At the moment, it's grounding. It's a grounding as well. I'm gonna add another element within a year. Every 3 months, the energy it's shifting. So December to January, February and March, we have air. Now, March, April, and May, we have water. So right now, after day, we are getting pretty balanced on an energetic as what we are supported with to balance our own energy. I'm talking about the collective. There's a sense of balance here because a lot of elements are into play.
Yeah.
When we have more of one element, it means that we have to, like next year, it's the big shift is coming. From this December, we're gonna be in the 5th stage, where in the fifth step, where change is happening. Today, numerologically, it's the lesson of 5. And I want to talk about that of today as energetic. And it's a big lesson. It's a lesson of humanity as a whole. Something that we are all facing, that it's this constant change, and we know it.
Yeah.
And it represents, it's the 5th card, it's the Hierophant. It's, yeah, it's not the hero, it's a Hierophant. I'm No.
Hierophant?
Yeah, it's the Hierophant.
So,
Yes. And something that you will resonate, it's a higher ground, higher way of thinking. We are taken, shifted, and taken to a higher ground. It's a kind of universal principle of taking off from the ground that we've been looking and looking from above.
right.
Yeah. Another interesting correlation in this card, it's Osiris and Isis.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of wisdom. She's one of initiation. And they give birth to Horus, who is a new vision. So this is a card of a new vision, the fifth card. And as a lesson today, another gift or a message for today, it's walking this mystical path, when bringing the mystical into your earth part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The magic.
And much more.
I'm getting downloaded pretty hard right now. My eyes are getting heavy, and I had one today, so I'm going to run back here and make some hot tea. All right, you keep going. All right. And can you tell us what the energies are in the rest of 2018? Do you have it broken down like that? And maybe
I can broke it straight away. It's not a problem. The principle. I'm just gonna break it down and tell you. Okay.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right. So from March, I'm just gonna show you here. I'm gonna look at your comments as they come. Okay. Here we have background of air. It's a stage of learning. We have ground. When the air blows the ground, it creates a lot of sand and illusion. And I'm gonna add the first December to January, February, and March, we have another air blowing. So a lot of air and earth. A lot of illusions are being brought. Or said in another way, a lot of, as the glass is been sitting and we stir it, it brings out everything that is being stale. And as we shake it, this is the same with the body in Tanza. I encourage people to shake the body, because as we shake the body, we stir ourselves, so all these things come out. So it's been a great time for bringing out everything that is been needing to come out. So everything you see now in the last, from December to March, it's been a lot of air, a lot of illusions, yet a lot of things coming out. From March, April, May, March to April, April to May, May to June, 3 months. We're gonna have some water. Bring into the mix little water, little emotion. And here, the deeper thing, it's, we are all gonna go through this. What is the relationship with myself?
Yeah.
And the intimacy that you were talking earlier, it's the intimacy with yourself. Are you ready to see yourself? Because our partners are our purest reflection. They're our biggest servant of who we are. It's like they're helping us to to become whole. And the water it's gonna bring mother issue if it's not realized.
Mother issue?
Mother. It's yes.
Now,
Yes.
let me ask you this: does a spiral? And I know because I've had one done, and we've talked about it, and it is a great tool. Does it take into effect the cycles that we've been going through, like with gateways and full moons and equinoxes and solstices and all that stuff? Does it bring any of that into play?
I'm sure it is. I have not put it to. I have not realized that part.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's there because whatever I looked, there's so many things here that are coming into interplay. And I did it for a couple of astrologers that were mind blown from in terms of the chart and the accuracy, because the whole universe, it moves in spirals. It's not a brainer. And I want to just add something, that the way to explain time can be expressed only through motion. Space as a space cannot explain the movement. So the spiral, actually, it's the symbol of motion through the universe, and each being we make, it's a spiral. This is the symbol of the motion that we are doing. So the question, most probably everything is here because the planets, there's so much more here. There's so much more. Yeah.
So I know you've done a few in the last couple of weeks from the Sology group. How has the response been with the sessions you're doing?
I want people to come out and talk about. This is the common thing. It's whoever comes and works with this is just wow. It's exact, but it's a very personal for somebody. It's depending of the energies that are challenging for them, and the challenge, actually, it's a hidden gift. For me, once upon a time, the water was my big challenge. The water, the element of water. So as I have put myself on this big journey, as I integrated the water element, my relationship with myself, where it comes from, it's the balance. It has already visible result in my life. So I have done it with myself, and I want to share it. So it's not a knowledge. This is an experiential thing that will absolutely produce practical results in your life. It's not just a reading. It's activation. Yes.
Yeah. It's activating through awareness is what it is, because you're going back to, if I'm at 56 and the linear line that flows through the spiral was also active with the same energies at 39 and at 22 and at 11, I can look at those past years and I can see the energies that were there, and then I can look at where I'm at now and see the energies where they are. So that's where your activations come in. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from an expanded awareness in your consciousness, basically, of what was happening, what's going on. It's almost like getting a weather forecast for your present moment, right?
Yeah. You read the background, and you take this energy and you work with them. So you're not in conflict with the energies that are in the background. You use them to create. So, and actually, I'm looking now. your spiral chart, it has the same numbers. If I'm not mistaken, am I? Just 51, 52. 56, it's where you're activated. I want to just show you this is the humanity chart. This is the same, the red.
Yeah.
So there's similarities.
So I'm being activated at 56.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So let's talk about like your spiral. Let's say that this is your spiral. So we were talking about these channels that for everyone they're different, but there's a group that I'm starting to identify with because there's so many numbers and so many elements and so many zodiac and so on, so on. So here, I'm just going to write it even right here. There's a number come that you will all recognize, or if you dig deeper into the mystical, it's the 108. This is where the numbers are finishing, and 108. And this is another thing that I wanna, there's so much information. I'm not gonna even go there because it's normal. It's one magical number. It's like the master of the masters. That's why the Buddhists, they have 108, 108 beats. And it goes on and on and on if you go and Google it. What is fascinating, I'm finding now, all these people, I've done thousands, at least more than 1,500 spiral activations around the world.
Yeah.
And they're becoming more and more and more and more. And there's a commonality of kind of archetypes, yet because I use as well intuitive work. It's not only science. It's I bring intuitive work, and I do tarot reading, and I feel the energy of the person in relation with their numbers, element, astrology, and other things. So, but I can put that there are 108 archetypes on a mathematical base of the spiral. And as I'm doing more and more reading, I'm gonna start and just put them in a kind of an archetypal organization and see what's happened.
Right on.
I have a lot of work. Yes.
Gil Roberts says she's interested, but you go back and look through the comments, and anybody that's interested in having a spiral done with Zaveta, she'll work with you on paying it out. We do get a piece of that. Thanks. Zaveta wasn't asked. Zaveta's offered to do that. And this has actually started something in Soulsy. We're starting to get some connections like this, which is kind of what I've been seeing for 6 years, the way it's set up financially. Is that we all just give to each other. We give to each other. And and so, So DaVinci.com. And we got about 10 minutes. What do you want to take us through from here?
I want to tell you that I started today. I did an activation, my personal relationship with my partner. I just want to, it's fascinating. And we check things, and it's like, oh my God, this was my next things that I just want to share. And I'm going to do it for you and Morgan because I have done your both spirals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be my little, in couple of probably 10 days.
Like your cup, yes. Like a couple spiral.
Couple spiral. I just want to show you.
I want to see if we have any babies in our future.
You do have a lot of children already.
Well,
You
I haven't
do.
had
We
one.
are all your children. You have to deal with us. Look
That's
what you
true.
created.
Well, I can't argue with
Yeah.
that. That was a
Okay.
joke.
So,
Maybe two big dogs. Got
yeah, I'm
to
gonna
keep.
do a spiral. I put a union spiral, how I call them. This I
Yeah.
did with my partner, and we checked it, and it's like the last I've been with my partner from 2007,
Yeah.
and this year it's like it's a big reset. It's the 9. I'm just gonna show you here where we are. 2018. It's here, and we are right here. 2018. We're in the 9th stage of that.
Mm.
So here this year we had an opportunity and we really split out. We were so close. We had a big explosion. We had to integrate the 9 years, 8 years back, and we had a choice because this universe is a free will. We're starting a new cycle where we cannot bring anymore the same relationship. And it's like when we were looking at the challenges that we are presented, because relationship, it's one person comes and another person come and we create something sacred, a third energy.
There you
And
go.
then we don't say what we want from the relationship. We ask, and this is a perfect thing, what our relationship wants from us. Because the highest expression of relationship, how can I serve you?
Yeah.
I want to be with you. And it's a very selfish process. If you are okay, my world will be magnificent. So how can I serve you? This is the premises of and this is what is shifting from 3D relationship to 5D relationship.
Right, right. I love that because you said something that in this power of the three and the triad, which I learned from Morgan, is that two people create a third energy. They create a
Yes.
third energy, and that's the energy you're talking about. So then you talk about it, and you're basically saying, look at the spiral. Let's talk about our situation. Look at what energies are there, and let's talk about working cooperatively with this third energy. That's basically what you're saying, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Because not what we want from our life. It's we have to shift that to direction what our life wants from us. And
Yeah.
the spiral, it gives us a lot of information of the background, and it's kind of our higher self, the essence of our soul that we already, it's like to surrender to what is happening and take it and be in service.
Right, right,
Actually be in service of our higher expression.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
I like it. So we've got about 4 minutes. You want to close it out? Tell them whatever you want. Make sure we get the links and any of the information.
Yes, I posted.
Yeah.
Please send me an email from my website. If you don't have the full amount, don't worry. We are gonna work it out in payment. I have a full trust, and yes, you will see a lot of changes. You will feel it. Will make so much sense to you. So let the money don't stop you if you are drawn to do this. I really invite you. Yes, that's my message. And next Wednesday, this time, I'm gonna be most probably doing your spiral, or we can talk more about the new human being spiral. And if you have any questions, yeah, I will answer them here as
All
well.
right.
I will go and look to you. Yes.
So here's the plan for next week as we develop this show. It's going to be we're going to try to get. I'll go back to the 3 screens or the 4 screens, and we can pull up the spirals with the type of GIF you did. Okay, a better something they can see. And then what we'll also do is you can talk to some of the people you've been working with and see if you can get 1 or 2 of them to come in and sit down and talk about the results of the spiral. We can take an hour and a half. We might need to move it to 7 o'clock, but 7:30 is probably okay too. But we'll probably have a show on afterwards. So think about bringing 1 or 2 people on the show next Wednesday, and let's see what kind of feedback they get so we can build the awareness of the DaVinci spiral and the wonderful work that you're doing.
Awesome.
Because people are resonating with it. Several people have sent me messages telling me that they got it, they were excited, and they met with you, or they're going to meet with you. I know Jennifer's going to meet with you next week. And yeah, let's help each other out and build the awareness. And I think you're going to, do a dance or sing a song to take out the show? What is it? Tanza.
Get excited is my message, no matter what is going on. Okay, that's it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with Jennifer Hawley. We're doing this spontaneously. Jennifer just went through some massive shifts. She's got a great perspective, as many of us have gone through shifts. We're sharing our individual journeys because that's where the real activations are here on Soul Speaks 5D and on Soulgy. So we'll see everybody soon. Peace, power, protection, big ass love to everybody. Thank you, Zavetta. Peace out, everybody. Be back in 10 minutes. Thank you all for joining.